What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and I'm going to need you guys to do this ASAP. You're going to do this first for a free 100k instantly. It's actually 122k. We're going to be showing you guys a new team build. You're also going to be getting some gameplay a little bit later today. So while you'll be watching the playoffs, you'll be watching the Eagles, the Rams, and stuff like that, the Bills, and the Ravens. Make sure you check out the GmiasWorld videos dropping here and also at GmiasWorld Gaming if you missed the stream earlier. So number one, we're going to go over to our items, and I'm going to start showing you guys exactly what's going on. So one of the good things about Madden, right, and the way that the promos change is that a lot of the currencies that you use to update certain cards or special tokens can later on be redeemed for value. All right, so what happens is this, right? I no longer need a card, and I realize that, and then it's time to get rid of them. So you start to look at what makes up the card. Now, with this particular card, right, this is not something where EA gave you just a token. Right? It's not like a basic token, like a Legends token. This is something that you had to earn from putting in work, right? And it's the Stocking Stuffer Champion token. So at one point, these tokens were like, bro, everybody was going crazy over them during Zero Chill. Like, yo, I gotta get one because it really amped up the players. So I'm gonna show you something. Christian Watson is gonna go from a 94 speed down to, what is he now? He's a 91. So that type of speed differential plus all the boosts that we got during the Zero Chill was very, very important to a lot of players because you want to have the best possible team out there, right? You want to make sure that, look, I got the guy out there with the most speed in my theme team and stuff like that. So that token has value, and it was just brought up in my stream, and I saw someone recently leave a comment on one of my YouTube videos about the value of it. But not only that, I've been actually taking back all of the currency from most of the cards that I use Snow for, because when you go back to downgrade them, you get coins for them. So as you do this, you'll see it was 1870 Snow, you're gonna get training. So if you don't use Julio Jones anymore, which we don't use him, right? We could just go ahead and get rid of him. Like, why are we keeping this guy with Snow? It doesn't make any sense. So that can be something that you can go through too to kind of see what you upgraded and now is outdated. Now, let's go back to the actual program with Stocking Stuffers so you can see what happens and how you get the instant 100k. So now when you go to this, you're gonna see it quick sells for 122,500. We actually have no more use for it, and in another week they're gonna be at 96 and 97s. So having to go back to use a Stocking Stuffer probably won't be the move. So I'm gonna take my coins and keep it moving. And that's what you're gonna do as well for those of you guys that forgot that you upgraded, because most of the players that play the game that watch my channel, we usually do, similar things. So that one token is gonna give you 122 right now instantly. Otherwise, you probably have stuff in your binder that you had no idea had value. And like I said, if you wanna quickly run through it and see what you upgraded and whatever, just go into this segment and just look at the players. You'll be able to tell what you upgraded and what you did whatever to. Like I said, I got rid of all of the other players that I upgraded with Snow, so I shouldn't have any more left. So I'm good because I made up a lot of training and a lot of coins depending on how I did it. And during streams when I'm doing this stuff, sometimes I forget to let you guys know on the channel, like, yo, it is what it is. But remember, if you're a member of the channel, you can always reach out, leave a comment, and get answers to your questions. All right, so that's one of the things that I want to go over, just let you guys know. Check out what's in your binder and figure it out. Now, we did a whole new lineup, which you're going to be getting another video about, and you're going to have gameplay with it as well. We changed up what was going on. Now, let me give you guys some quick advice about what happens in this game. Avalanche is a very, very good ability. So Brian Crushing was literally crushing. A couple of my viewers earlier today verified that I was averaging 2 fumbles a game. Now, those fumbles are great, everything is good, but not having pick artists on my players really, really hurt. Okay, so I had to figure out a way to get pick artists on all of the players that I generally use and get no outsiders back with the inside stuff. So what you're looking at right now is Kevin Byard, who gets pick artists for 0, Landry, who gets no outsiders for 1, Brian Cushing gets lurk artists for 0, Sean Taylor, he just goes and rushes the quarterback, it's all good. Devondre Campbell, now look, this is a unique one, right? Because whether you were top 100 or champion, right, you probably don't have this card, so you don't have the luxury of having a 2 AP mid zone. Now, I don't really care if he has it, and if I had someplace else to use the AP, I would, but I leave that on him because, believe it or not, he actually in some cases will, make contact with a player and they'll drop the ball. Not often because, like I said, I think mid zone is garbage, but is something to just add onto a player that, you know what, if they throw to that side, it's a chance he'll knock it out. So that's what I go by. That's the only reason he has it. Otherwise, he would have Lurk Artist for 1 AP, and that's it. Now, I do run 3-4 sometimes, so it would make sense for me to give somebody else Lurk Artist as well. That also makes sense. I just haven't, decided what I want to do in that regard. Jordan Fuller. Another situation, if you went top 100 and got Chris Johnson, you couldn't get Jordan Fuller, so you'd have to get somebody else. Sauce Gardner, who surprisingly plays very, very well, and this is not his limited, obviously, but it still gets 1 AP pick artist. He actually plays very well. He's literally won me games that was like I shouldn't have won him because a guy just threw it up and he just went crazy. So he's actually pretty good. And again, I got him for like 500K or something like that. So that was a pretty good deal. And then, Anthony McFarland, I told you, in my opinion, he's better than Jordan Davis. I've been getting that question a lot. He just makes plays. I don't know why it is. Maybe he'll suck when SAP is released. I have no idea. But right now, he just makes plays. Chris Long, no outsiders for 1 AP. Richard Sherman, pick artist. And then Kenny Moore. Now, let me tell you something about Kenny Moore, bro. Because it was kind of hard for me to get rid of Teddy Hendricks and, Julius Peppers. This guy is really, really good. And he's a little guy. Like, he's not even, I'm saying? He's 5'9", just do, bro, this guy goes crazy. And I don't even know what he's doing. In a lot of different zones, he'll just jump the route and go for 6. Like, it's real weird. And I don't know what he's doing. And what's wild is he actually plays better than Julius Peppers. And Julius Peppers had 99 zone. So that's just something that I wanted to bring up to make you guys understand. Certain things don't matter. Like, even with man coverage, if a dude comes out with a glitchy man beater, it doesn't matter how good your man zone, your man coverage is. Man coverage hasn't been consistently good in Madden since about Madden 20. Because like 19, you were able to stay with guys on certain routes, it wouldn't matter. And even if you tried to glitch it, they would catch up. They kind of changed the format of the game. So man coverage naturally has been trash, especially if you know how to run drag routes and wheels. It just doesn't, like, they just run by your players. So I always prefer zone, and this guy is actually really good. So this is my new overall defensive scheme. And I was able to do that by just taking away 4 AP from Brian Cushion, because when you go to give him the Avalanche, you have to pay 1 for Lurk Artist. Again, I get this a lot. Do I need Lurk Artist? Yes, for your user. Do you need Pick Artist? I would recommend it over Mid-Zone, because they're going to get animations with Pick Artists that they would never get with Mid-Zone. Yes, you'll get some knockouts, but ultimately you're going to lose the game. Because more than likely they're going to still dot you. And that's why I went away from mid-zone. I was getting dotted way too much. All right? So we just won a Super Bowl. We just sold Rasul Douglas. So we just got 1 million coins. As far as any other updates that are going on, I will keep you guys up to date. But I would recommend, all right? I would recommend, and I'm only recommending, that you take a chance and you go with the pick artist and you try to spread it out based on how your secondary is and watch the magic happen. Because ultimately it is better than mid-zone KO. I want to thank everybody for watching. Enjoy the National Football League today, and I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.